Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. That was the late, great George Jones singing He Stopped Loving Her Today. And it felt like the appropriate song for the morning stream because of the simple fact someone seems like they might have a crush on your girl. I'm just saying. Good morning, Raleigh Jones. I support you as well, 100%. And you're a wonderful man. Thank you for your kind words. Good morning, Welsh. So good to see you, darling. Um, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Here, let me give you a wrench. There you go. Um, Wowza. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, I think somebody was a little bit triggered last night. Um, a lot of people were triggered. There was just like angry, upset, butthurt people all over the place, everywhere I looked. Um, It even kept me up later than I usually am, which is, crazy. But yeah, my name, of course, was being thrown out all, you know, crazily. And it became apparent after last night's festivities that I think somebody might just have fallen in love with me. And I think that's what all of this is about. And I would like to apologize to my friends for having to be made the target erroneously when it's clearly just a scorned wannabe lover taking shit out on everybody that hurt him. Um, but that's not my fault, sir. So you need to just lighten up some. That's awesome, honey. Um, the gaslighting in that stream was, I mean, top fucking notch, right? Um, you know, I saw you make a comment last night and I was just like, "Oh my god, he didn't." What was it? You said this is a classic or some shit like that. I don't remember. All I know is that I was rolling. Yeah, right? And it's awfully curious, very curious that these same people keep having the same issue over and over and over, right? And just gosh, man, come on. Fucking get over yourself already. I mean, right? Hey, Gidgy, how are you, honey? Um, well, um, a certain creator who I used to hang around with in certain circles got very upset because I exposed some shit that he had said um, and some things he had done and showed the receipts. It's not like I didn't come correct. I came correct. Um, this person had accepted a $300 donation from Wendy, who we all know is, Wendy's special. He took advantage of her, basically. And all of those fucking people in his chat, you accepted a donation or that was just a show up fee. Are you motherfuckers serious? Do you listen to yourselves? Like, God, oh my God. Um, you're gross. The fact that you would go along with his bullshit and not stop to ask yourselves, was that right of him? Just tells me everything I need to know about you people. Keeping it real. Um, and number two, he ridiculed somebody for being a victim of CSA and doubled down on it last night. Okay. Well, she put it out here. She put it out on here. So I could use it for content. And I'll even play a clip of her saying, hey, if you put something out here, it can be used for content. Mm, that doesn't make it right, you miserable fuck. Right? That doesn't make it right. You doubling down on it and getting your echo chamber of lonely old thoughts to fucking go along with it, and gay men who are hot for your fucking ass to go along with it, like, that doesn't make it right, period, okay? And it's so obvious that you no longer have someone in your inner circle who cares enough about, like, what's right and what's wrong and just wanna please you and kiss your ass, that they're not telling you when you're fucking up, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, you're fucking up. You may not think so, you may not see it, but I pinky promise you look like a total fucking ass by doubling down on that shit last night. You used to be friends with her, supposedly. So for you to sit there and ridicule her for her past her childhood trauma, mm, not a good look, sir. But I wouldn't expect anything more from you at this point, and that's sad because I know that you can be better than that, man. I know you can, and I don't understand why you've let yourself get so low to where you're just, such a grimy fucking person, and it's sad to me because I know, like, the person that I was friends with would have had a problem with that, you know? And the fact that yeah, exactly. We do comedy and they are malicious and strike channels. Like, I don't know if any of you watched the show that Raleigh and I did together the other night about the lover, s- I can't remember what I entitled it, but I mean, it was clearly for fun. Um, it wasn't meant to harm anybody. It wasn't hateful. We didn't flag any channels down. We didn't do anything to hurt anyone for real. Um, see. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. And like they can say, oh, Scotty's just a scorned ex friend. Um, well, it's, yeah. Um, yeah. He used to be a good friend of mine, but that shit changed. Yes. And not only did he take $300 to come on her panel and argue with Lauren, but then he brought something up. to Lauren that was just grimy as fuck, right? Like, regardless of what you think of somebody and how mad you are at somebody, you don't bring up the fact that they were molested as a kid, right? Right, it's supposed to be for entertainment, and these people are taking it next level, flagging people down, um, striking channels down, calling people's jobs, um, just being complete lowlifes, right? Like, it's not that serious. Hey, Anthony Michael, how you doing? Um, there's no need for all that, guys. It's not that fucking serious. Listen, it's not a dick. Don't take it so hard. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I'm just confused at how someone can throw up a paper tiger, and these people are fine with that to like hit at this paper tiger and just completely ignore the fact that it was wrong of him to fucking do what he did. It was wrong. It was wrong. And then you want to sit there and show all these videos and clips of people. Oh, these are bad people. Okay. Do you really think if I wanted to, I couldn't go back and find clips of you participating in a lot of the fucking streams that you took those clips from, laughing at the same jokes, making jokes that were just as off color or even worse? Do you really think that there's not shit like that out there, dude? I mean, because you are a part of that community too. You were a big part of that community. Um, there's evidence, right? Receipts. But here's the thing, sir. I don't give a fuck enough about you to to take the time out of my day to go look up those clips, to collect those clips because I have a life. I have things going on in my life that bring me joy. And I have people in my life who deserve that attention so much more than you do, right? Um, I don't need to do that because I know, and the people that I know knew you then. Um, we know who you are, okay? Um, we know who you are. We don't need to prove it. You prove it every time you open your mouth when you're triggered. And you were so triggered last night. It was written, you probably should have done that stream incognito. Probably shouldn't have been, or at least pre recorded it so that you could have looked at your face in that shit before you put that out into the world. Because it was so clear that you were reacting out of anger and butthurtedness. Like anyone who was paying attention could have seen that on your face, dude. It was bad. Yeah, that's crazy. For real. Listen, there's nothing that serious going on that I need to call you motherfuckers and try to fucking fuck with your real lives. I promise. I would never do that. Um, I've had people do that to me. I've had cops show up at my fucking door saying the FBI had been notified, you know? I've had people do doxing streams of me. I've had people reveal intimate details about my life that I'd shared with them in confidence, right? What you don't see me doing is coming out here and doing the tit for tat shit, you know? I've never shared anything that, like, for instance, JT and I shared in confidence, and I never will because I don't roll like that, you know? Now, I have shared some things that were said in private between other people and I because they're trying to paint me as something and someone I'm not. So, of course, I'm going to defend myself, right? I have that right. I don't have to prove anything to anybody, but I do have the right to defend myself. Okay. And another thing, there's a few more people that I would like to address while I'm here. Side eye. I saw some of your comments in that chat last night. You were not a member of this community when any of those things happened, okay? Except maybe with me. I think I'm the only one that you were around for. But yet you sat in that chat and acted like you'd been around for all of it. And oh, you were just so offended. And I'm just such a fake bitch, right? Right? Right, side eye. But yet you didn't come around until what? January, February last year? Hmm? Um, you came around right before he made the transition to Krama. You weren't around for all that other shit unless you're really somebody else pretending to be side eye. I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that you were speaking on things that you had no actual fucking knowledge about, man. Um, not sure why. Not really sure why. I do know that you sounded silly as fuck. I mean, for real. And one day you're gonna realize you picked the wrong side. And by the time that happens, I'm not gonna have anything for you. I'm just saying, like, you don't deserve my time. Period. Um, it was ridiculous watching you try to act like you had personal fucking knowledge of those events, right? Because you didn't, and you don't. And just because you have heard him whine about it on Discord and shit doesn't make you a part of the fucking program. You can't rewrite history, side eye. Okay? When when I had my problems with him and you were constantly telling me, "Oh, I've got your back. I'm on your side. That was so wrong of him to do to you. Um, she's a fucking psycho. Here, let me show you all these messages she sent me. She's losing her mind." I haven't shared any of those, and I don't plan on it. But just so we know, so we're clear, side eye, if anyone's a fake bitch, it's you, okay? And just because you chose the path of least resistance, which was to hang me out to dry with the rest of them when you were supposed to be my friend, doesn't mean you're right. That just means that you're a coward. And when life gave you the opportunity to stand up for what you knew was right, you chose to bury your fucking head in the sand and look the other way. I can't fix that for you, honey. That's something you got to fix yourself. And you can sit there and try to make me the villain right along with him, but you and I both know I wasn't the villain at all. And one day, when he no longer needs you, he'll throw you away like the tissue paper you are. Period. Just so you know, he does not value your friendship the way that I would have. Period. So, and if you think Sarah is your friend, I've got some land I want to sell you. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, disabled but deadly. I saw the picture that you posted. Oh my gosh. Your puppers is adorable. Absolutely adorable. Thank you. Yeah, I am. Thank you. And I am. Good or bad. Like, even if it makes me look like the bad guy, I'll tell the truth. You know, all you got to do is ask me. That's all you got to do. Um, yeah, me neither. Yeah, and she's not even a top mod, you know? Like, the only reason that he wanted to make sure she stuck around was because she was my friend. I liked her. I liked the kid, right? She and I got along really well. So, of course, he wanted to keep her there after I left because it was a way to add a little bit more sting to my departure for me. You know, it wasn't enough that everybody over there instantly turned on me the second that he and I had a disagreement, who had supposedly been my friend, who were in my inbox telling me, you know, "Oh, you're so right about him. I can't stand him. Um, he's really outgrown his britches. I got your back 100%, blah, 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 blah." None of them followed through. None of them have a backbone. And they all showed their character to be lacking, right? None of them had the balls to stand up for what they believed in. None of them. And a matter of fact, none of them even stood up to him ever when they saw him doing shit that was fucked up and wrong. None of them did. I did. I did. Publicly and in private. The entire time I was over there, you know? So him trying to act like everything was I was like just one of his little fucking minions in his echo chamber when I was there. We both know that's not true. I was very vocal about when I thought he was doing fucked up shit, you know? Because I am who I am. I'm not going to change who I am to please someone on fucking YouTube. And that was their biggest issue with me, you know? Was that I wouldn't conform. Yeah. Chrissy was the top mod there for years. Do any of the people over there know who Chrissy is? Hmm? Does he have any clips in his little fucking barrage of fucking shit about Chrissy? About how he did her? Does he have any of the clips from the roast he did on somebody who was his 100% true fucking friend, who he threw under the fucking bus with no regard for her feelings at all, when all she had ever done was be a good friend to him? Where's those clips, sir? Chrissy was 100% your loyal fucking friend. Never would have betrayed you. Never. And you treated her like complete shit. And dare you, I dare you to start throwing up clips where she ever did anything to deserve the way that you fucking treated her, because she fucking didn't. I deserve it way more than she did, because at least I fucking came back at your ass. You did her wrong, dude. You and I both know that, right? But you're a good guy, right? You're the victim, right? I'm just a crazy bitch, right? Mm, yeah. Okay. Um. Oh, I bet. Sometimes doggies don't like to cooperate, right? And that's another thing. I feel that way too. I do my own thing, right? Like I'm not somebody who follows blindly anyone ever. I never fucking will. Um, I mean, look how many times that they have squished me out here, right? They squish my ass all the time. When my voice is getting too loud, when too many people are starting to realize that I think she's telling the truth, what do? They do one of these big smear campaigns, right? And like that whole stuff with the clips that he showed on everyone last night. Um, I mean, does that change the fact that on Christmas Eve you took $300 from Wendy, who's supposed to be your friend, who who absolutely fucking adores you and thinks you're just the bee's knees? You took that money to come on her panel, and then you get there and you're like, "What do you wanna talk about?" And just treated her so poorly, dude. Everything else aside, dude, she loves you. She honestly, truly fucking loves you, Jamie, and you treated that woman like a piece of garbage the other night. You didn't even fucking interact with her hardly at all. And if she said, "I want you to come up here to fight with people," which I'm sure she did, because that's what happens on her channel. She likes that stuff. She likes the drama. And you know that. Even if she did do that, you should have tried to include her a little bit more. Like you should have interacted with her. You should have flirted with her. You should have played a cartoon for her, something. Gave her something for her money. You didn't give that woman anything. You just came up there and argued with people in chat and got triggered because Lauren was fucking coming right back at you, right? And I don't know. That was wrong, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody says about you to Wendy. She adores you. And that was fucked up. And I know you don't care. You don't care that you took advantage of somebody who is on a limited budget, who depends on the kindness of others, to make ends meet sometimes and to get things that she needs that are really expensive. Um, and you motherfuckers over there can say, "Well, she's allowed to donate her money to whoever she wants." Yeah, but is it right of someone who's supposed to be her friend to take advantage of her like that? Is it? Is that right? I don't think it is. You know, I really don't think it is. Hang on. Sorry about that. It was one of the people I created. Oh, yeah, and I have been disabled but deadly. It's just, sometimes I feel the need to speak out. Good morning, gorgeous RJ's lady. How are you? Good morning, fraud busters. Hi, how you doing? I hope you had a good holiday. Um, I know, I know, and that was so sad to me. Because she really adores that guy, right? Like, how are you gonna do that to her? Fuck the rest of us. How you gonna do that to her? Someone who adores you, you know? Um, but yeah, enough about him and side eye. Let's talk about that Save Robbie dude. I don't watch you. I'm not subbed to you. The video I tagged you in the other night was the first and only time I have ever tagged you in anything I've done. So your claim, "Oh, she tags me all the time." No, the fuck I don't. Let's see some receipts on that, sir. Um, and the shit that you were saying, that you picture me with a needle in my arm and and a cigarette filled what the fuck ever you said. Mm, you sounded like a fool. Let me just put that out there because number one, I have never ever once been addicted to a drug that required me to shoot a needle in my arm. Um, I was addicted to pain pills after back surgery, which I have been off of and clean from for over 13 years now. So there's that. And you said that there was nothing in my video that gave you alarm when you watched it. So you just missed the part where your buddy ridiculed someone else who's supposed to be a friend of yours for being a victim of CSA. You missed that part? You missed that part. And the only reason that I even bothered tagging you in that is because a friend of mine asked me to, not because I give a fuck about you or what you think or who you are or who you think you are. Like I don't know why you would make false claims, you know? Because I've never fucking done anything to you. I just thought maybe you would want to see the type of people that you're hanging out with. But hey, no fucking worries, buddy. I have no need to tag you in anything. I was asked to tag you because people wanted you to see some actual fucking proof about old dude that you hang out with. But I get it. Listen, you're all up on his nuts. I get it, right? Do you? If you are okay with hanging out with somebody who can make fun of another one of your friends and say, she enjoyed being molested as a child, go the fuck ahead. But just so you know, I've never been addicted to drugs that required me to shoot 'em up. I smoke weed, and it's a medical marijuana card that I get my shit with, so no worries there, right? Um, and when I did have issues with pills, I either ate them or I snorted them, and I've been very, very open about that. Never once did I use a needle. I don't hang out in trap houses. I'm educated, sir. I have a bachelor's degree. Do you have a bachelor's degree, sir? Did you even finish high school? I mean, I'm just asking because I don't know. But yeah, before you assume things, maybe you should ask. Okay? Maybe you should ask. That's all I'm going to say. But I mean, you are the company you keep, correct? So that tells me everything I need to know about you. Case closed, right? Um, and you want to sit there and act like, no, you've never heard me say that word on one of my live streams. So that was a lie too, right? But keep going with that. Keep going with that. Um, let's see what else. Yeah, he was so busy going. Yeah, yep. Hey, Cassie. Yeah, and you know what? I thank you for bringing that up. Let me read this for those of you who aren't looking at the screen. Hiya. Yeah, at this point, when I say Jamie is Eli, I'm insulting Eli. I used to say James was a slightly more intelligent Eli, but not anymore, right? Um, that is so fucking spot on. Like, at this point, I think it's pretty much official that he is the bigger blind fool on here, right? Like, he's more of a fool than Eli because at the end of the day, at least Eli is in a relationship. He's trying to, I don't even fucking know, but I do know, like, he's been surpassed in ridiculousness. I mean, come on, dude. That's bad. When you're worse than Eli, mhm, she does. And right, that's why I won't say anything bad about him in front of her because I actually respect her enough not to like dog him like that to her, not to her. She may have been up on a panel where we were all going at him, but none of us have, I have never said to her, "You shouldn't be his friend. He's a bad person." Yeah, I wouldn't do that to her because she does like him. I mean, you know. So what he did to her was really fucked up. And dude, I don't give a fuck what you think of me, but you need to fucking make that up to her. You need to make that up to her for real. Right. Yeah. Mm, I do too. I used to watch his fish videos before I even really knew, before I'd ever really even talked to him. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. I think he knew. Do you guys not remember, like, what, a year and a half ago when there was nobody coming to his chats and he was all boohooing saying his YouTube career was over? And he was so fucking mad at Lauren because he said, "She's taking everyone away from me." Do you remember that? You guys remember? I remember it because I was one of the last motherfuckers left in his fucking chat. Um, for real. And I know we all make these jokes about him and stuff, about, this and this and that, but you don't even have to joke anymore. Like the actual shit that he does is way more cringy than even the stuff that people joke about with him, right? I mean, you ripped off a cognitive disabled woman who loves you, adores you. You came on here and doubled down on the remarks you made to somebody about being sexually abused as a child. Gave zero fucks about that. Obviously, give zero fucks about that, and do not see the error of your ways. You come out here and say things like, uh, you come out here and say things like, I would never do that. Blah blah blah. Bitch, you're doing them. And you come out here and make fun of Eli. Okay, say all these things about Eli. Say things about how unaware he is, how unaware the rest of us are. And it's so hilarious to the rest of us when you're the most unaware motherfucker on these YouTube streets. Point blank, period, dude. You cannot see yourself for the ridiculous fucking joke that you've become. You sold out. You sold out for 5K subs. This is your heights, dude. Enjoy it because it's all downhill from here. It's all downhill from here. Period. I hate to tell you that. Don't want to burst your little bubble, but I think even you see it. You're holding on by a thread, right? You are Eli 2.0. I mean, you need to live with that. Um, in fact, I think if like JB Gunner was still around doing content on everyone, he would be loving this turn of events right now because he called this a long time ago, right? Welcome, Bernie. Oh, and it's not very slowly, Bernie. It's coming. It's here. It is here. Um, it's official. The only thing is that he has a way of convincing people with people who lack the capacity to question things that don't make sense. He's been able to charm them somehow, like some fish oil salesman. Oh yeah. Mhm. No conscience at all. Yes, he did, and he admitted it on his stream last night. RJ's lady. Oh, I know. They're going to get him out of there, right? It'll happen. It's already starting to happen. Hey, brutal. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. So good to see you here, honey. I hope you had a good Christmas. I really hope you did. Mm, mm, mm. trim? Really? I did not know that. I haven't seen trim around in forever. The Andy Dick of YouTube. And it's so funny that this motherfucker thinks he ever stood a chance with me. Like, dude, do you know how many people fucking messaged me last night making comments like, I think he fucking had the hots for you, or he was in love with you, or I mean, quite a few people. Like, dude, it's written all over his face. He's like, you like broke his little fucking cold dead heart. I did not mean to do that, sir. You know? And what was it you said about me? I'm unattractive. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay. You can call me a lot of things, and I might even believe you. I might even agree with you. But unattractive is not one of them. And I'm not being conceited, but I know I'm not unattractive, dude. I'm actually kind of cute when I get cleaned up. And unattractive has never been something that I've been accused of being by anyone other than someone who was mad that I didn't want to fuck with them. So there's that. Um, y- so that was just that right there. Let me know. Let me know that you're mad at me because it's like like when you're in kindergarten and the little boy on the playground comes up and pulls your hair because he really likes you. That is what that came off as, dude. Just so you fucking know. And that's not just me saying it because I never would have said it. That's me saying it because so many fucking people messaged me and was like, "Holy shit, girl. That motherfucker misses you. He loved you." Dude, I'm sorry if I broke your heart, but you gotta move on. Let me go. I hope he does watch. JB, if you're watching, listen, I'll give you props where props due. You called that shit. Yeah. And him saying, I have talent. Scotty has no talent. Da da da. She has no charisma. She has no personality. Mm, really? Really? Oh, silly boy. If I didn't, would you be so worried about me? Right. Really? I knew about Lichen Fairy. I suspected, I should say. Um, which I mean, I always like trim, but I don't have you know, I ain't getting into all that. But Brutal's my homie. Everyone knows that. Did you say it too, RJ's lady? See? Yeah, because I never saw him as that. Um, ever. I saw him as a friend, right? And he didn't treat me like a friend should treat a friend. So I was done. Um, and I'm not the only one who sees it, dude. Like you were so transparent last night. It was ridiculous. You might want to get that under control, right? Yeah. And the only reason I've been having to cover you is because you have been striking my channels and shit, dude. Leave me alone, and I won't have to talk about you. And you sitting there saying, "Well, I see her mistake every time she starts to get numbers." Do you know who you sounded like? Well, I kinda just did his voice for you, so that should be your fucking clue. Respectfully, professionally, and maturely, James, I'm just saying, dude, stop. Stop. Oh, yeah, he and another funny thing, the way that it's more proof of him talking out the side of his mouth. He had made a post or something, or he had said something about, "Oh, the only way these," yeah, he'd made a post. "These people wanna bitch about stuff that happened a year ago." And then he does a live the same day and brings up video clips from shit that happened more than a year ago, like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Like, mm, do you not fucking think about this shit before you do it? Yikes. Yeah, because it was embarrassing, and he knew it was, and he knew none of us were gonna pay to fucking watch it, right? Yeah, I addressed that, actually, Brutal. If you go back on this, I addressed him. Like, "You look like a fool, for real." And he straight up lied in that, saying that I fucking tag him all the time. I have tagged him in exactly 1 fucking video. 1. And the only reason I did that was because a friend of mine asked me to, not because I'm not even subbed to him, right? So, yeah, I did address that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You're defending a piece of fucking shit who made fun of another one of your supposed friends for being a survivor of CSA. And as long as you're good with that dude, what do you? But you don't need to address me anymore. Okay? That's just, you don't need to address me anymore. Yeah. But listen, guys, I've got to get ready for work. So, I'm gonna play the song I played at the beginning again because I feel it's pretty appropriate, sir. I'm gonna need you to fucking get over it. Uh, the feeling's not mutual, and like, grow up, be a decent person. It doesn't cost anything to be a decent person, and you can say fuck the rest of us. You can do content on me till the day you die. Cool. I don't care. I really, really am not going to be addressing you anymore. Um, but do right by by Wendy. Okay, do that, and stop loving me, dude. It's not me. It's you. It'll never happen. You have a peaceful day too, honey. Um, see you guys later. Let's go out with this song. I dedicate this song to you, James. Move on.